Hi guys, I wanted to give you an update on my DSOs with T16 and a lot of changes that I made. This is the expensive version and it's just to prove a point. I'm going to show you why. So I'm around 400k, 500k DPS, depending how you look at it. So what I did is I basically got a jewel that with corrupted blood, since I was dying to corrupted blood without even noticing I have corrupted blood. So I just got this. I got some really good jewels with life and damage. So this way I got my life to 5k. I'm at level 92. And the big change that I made is I switched the increased duration to awaken infuse increase area effect. Awaken increase area effect. It's a bit less damage. I can show you why. But on paper is less damage, but overall I think it's more damage. Where's my gems? So if you look at this, this gives me 19%, 20%, let's say, increase more damage. This gives me 10%, but it gives me 50% increased area effect. Since I have cons effect also, my area was very small. The bigger area you have, the more time it takes, the more damage melee enemies take until they get to you, and usually you kill them before they get to you. So by the so basically you have bigger area, so you're doing a lot more damage than before, because the area also counts as part of the damage. I don't know how to word this, but anyway, I think this is the best setup, but it's very hard to create this, because before it was 2, 2 and 2 red, 2 blue, 2 green, 2 red, and it was very easy to set it up. So you just get 2 sockets on your chest, you make them 1 blue, 1 green, then you keep adding the third one until you get a blue or a green, and then the fourth one to get a blue or a green. That's very cheap. And then the other 2 it was red. So the 5th and the 6th one was red. It was very cheap. It was like 170 joules, and then 370 joules, 350 joules or something like this. So this was very cheap to set it up. So when you have a chest that is 2, 2, 2, you have 2 ways that you can change it to 3, 2, 1, basically. To get 3 blues. The way that you can make sure that you're not messing up your chest is the old way, that you just go back on the 4th jewels and then keep like adding the 5th one until you get the blue, and then add the 6th one, the old way. Or you can use this harvest crafting, something like this, for example. Reforge the color of 2 random sockets on the item, turning them red or blue. So you have, for example, 2 blue, 2 red, and 2 green. So you can hope for this to work out. Or there's some, I don't know if I have or not, something like this. Reforge the color of a non-blue socket on an item turning. This one gives you 50% chance to make it right. So you want one of your red to change to blue. So if you use this, you have 2 green and you have 2 red. So you have 50% chance that one of your red is changed to blue. So you can use this. I tried using this, I messed it up. One of my greens changed to blue. Then I went back to just correct the chest. I got lucky on the 5th one that I added blue, and then I just got. So you can try this if you mess it up. If you have something like this, if you mess it up, then you go back and try it in the old way. So I messed it up. I went back and I tried it the old way. So that's one thing. The other things that I did. I anointed this guy here. I didn't have this anointment, so I added this. This gives me around 50k more DPS. What else did I do? The rest is exactly the same as before. Oh, and I fixed my I got this brew, and these 2, and I'm not using mana anymore. So the other big, you can run this in 2 ways. You can use Blight as your single target ability to kill bosses. I didn't want to do this. I wanted to just use Val Blight, because Bad Blight is one shot. It's not instant, but you don't stop. And I wanted to do most of the damage with aura, not use the Blight. So I used, since I anointed this, that gives me 6% reservation, and I used Enlighten 3 for my malevolence and Flesh and Stone, so I can use Flesh and Stone. So the good thing about Flesh and Stone is it's defensive, so it let me basically survive a bit more, and it gives you a good idea how big your aura is, so you know how far you have to get close to the bosses. So as long as the boss is in this circle, you're dealing damage. Alright, enough talk, let's show you something. I don't, but let's do this too. So you can kill all the bosses like this. Sometimes you run out of life potion, you can just port back and get back in. Killing the bosses in T16 or even like Mavens is not the fastest. This is not the fastest boss killer, but it clears pretty well. So like, for example, something like this, you just have to turn a little bit. So again, this is not a build to be the best boss killer, but the damage is enough now that you can do T16 and bosses, and the clear speed is fantastic. I think this is the best clear speed I've ever had. I've never played in a league that much with one character. Usually I get bored and I switch, but with this guy it's just a lot of fun. So we do Bad Blight and just stay there a little bit and they die. As long as you move, you're safe. Oh, another thing that I did, I added the minibar life on the enemies because it was pissing me off. I had no idea how much life they have, if I'm even dealing damage or not. So add the minibar to give you an idea if you are dealing damage or not. So I think, let me show you where it is. You go to UI, somewhere around here. Where is it? Yeah, these ones. Minibars on enemies, so you want this to be checked. So with that one checked, you can see if you're dealing damage or not. So I'm gonna run the whole map. I know it's gonna be long. If you don't want to watch it, just skip. If not, just enjoy. So I think Bad Blight and basically the damage potion should be enough for the bosses even in T16. Again, it's not the best damage, but it's enough to kill them. And it's the good thing about this is if you don't use Blight, you're not staying at one place, you're much safer, and you can have this Flesh and Stone, which is more defensive, so it's much safer play. You survive a lot more, but you deal a little bit less damage. So let's try this. Ah shit, I hate this. Circles are the worst again, because you have to stay in the same place. By the way, with these circles you can move out and get back in. Okay, this doesn't do anything to me. The best idea is to just rotate between them. Again, the worst thing in this game is to just stay still and don't move. Ah, my favorite. Where's the other one? And as long as you're moving around, see, they can't do anything to you. And when it gets really messy, again, Bad Blight here is really nice. Look. messed it up. I couldn't cancel it, I got stuck. Next one, I show you.
The vapors are inescapable.
Oh, triangle now. So try to run as much as you can on the circles, and then get out of the circle. So, oh shit.
Night's madness strains away all.
You see, it almost covers the whole circle when you do bad light, the whole arena. This is perfect when you can do a full circle around the thing. So this is T16 Ultimatum, I don't know, phase what, phase 5, 6.
2 in a row.
Ah, full ultimatum. This is just ridiculous. Honestly, I think this is the best. This is the best build for ultimatum. Okay, let me show you the boss and then we'll finish this video. Okay, this is the boss. It's gonna take a while. Again, as long as you move, you're safe since the zombies explode. You see, the damage is fantastic for T16. So, you just have to be careful with the valve light like this. Like, don't mess it up like I did. Use your potions whenever you have a chance. Again, it's gonna take a while, but it's gonna be fine. So this is T16 with Maven, with Alk and Val. But Val T16 with Maven like this. I don't think it can get harder than this. Yeah, I can, but this is okay. That's how you should do Val Light. There you go. For the guys that say you can't do T16 and it doesn't have enough boss damage, there you go. It does. Anyway, I hope you guys like it. Bye.